Have you ever been in love? Not just the kind of love that's fleeting, but the kind that sits in your chest like fire. Warm, powerful, impossible to ignore. Think about that one person. Yes, the one who made your heart race with a single glance. The one who, for a moment, made the whole world fade into the background. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt that in the middle of loving someone so deeply they stopped respecting you? And the more you tried to prove your worth, the more you tried to be kind, understanding, patient, they respected you even less? If that memory hurts, it's because it's true. We've all been there. And what if I told you? That respect has nothing to do with how much you love someone, and everything to do with how much you love yourself. This is not just another video about Stoicism. This is about you, your story, your heartbreak, and how Marcus Aurelius left behind 10 powerful suggestions that, if followed, will make people, lovers, friends, bosses, strangers, respect you immediately. Before we dive into that, do me one favor. Subscribe to this channel if you value becoming the strongest version of yourself, and like this video if you've ever had your heart broken or your respect questioned. And watch this video till the end, because this just might save your next relationship, or even more, save you from yourself. Let's begin. 1. Don't waste time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Let me take you back to a moment, a familiar moment. You're sitting across from someone you love. Maybe it's your girlfriend. Maybe it's someone you want to love you back. You're explaining yourself again, defending your decisions, justifying your emotions. You think, if I can just make her understand, she'll see my value. But here's the truth. Explaining yourself is not the path to respect. Marcus Aurelius didn't sit around debating what a noble man should do. He just was that man. Quietly, consistently, unapologetically. You see, people don't respect words. They respect actions, patterns, presence. It hurts, doesn't it? The idea that all your passionate words meant less than a single silent moment of self-respect. I once had a friend, let's call him Leo, who fell deeply in love with a woman who kept challenging his value. She'd say things like, "I just don't know if you're enough of a man for me." And so Leo tried harder. He changed his routines, gave up hobbies, constantly texted, called, complimented, until he became a shadow of himself. One day she left him, not because he wasn't enough, but because he stopped being himself. Marcus's advice would have saved him, because being a man of value means showing, not telling, not bending for respect, but standing for who you are. So let me ask you, are you trying to convince people to respect you? Or are you living in such a way that they can't help but respect you silently? Think of that person you loved again. Would they still be with you if you had been stronger in your truth? Don't answer now, just hold on to that. Because the next 9 lessons, they're about rebuilding yourself from the ground up. 2 is, waste no more time arguing about what you should be doing, just do it. Ever sit at night replaying conversations, wondering if you were too soft, too kind, too passive? Respect doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. The people who command respect are decisive, they act. They live in the now. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't need them to agree with your plan. You only need yourself to stand up and act. 3. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. She may have walked away. They may have doubted you, but you still control the most powerful weapon you'll ever have, your mind. Stop letting outside opinions shake your confidence. Respect comes when others see that no insult, no loss, no heartbreak can touch your inner calm. This was Marcus's superpower, and it can be yours too. 4. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. They disrespected you? Good. Let that pain refine you, not define you. Don't become bitter. Don't play games, don't lower your standards. When you rise above, you prove something deeper. That your dignity is not for sale. 5. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. This one cuts deep. Many of us bend the truth to please others, especially in relationships. We say we're fine when we're not. We act okay with disrespect just to keep the peace. But every lie you tell to keep someone takes away a piece of your own respect. Be brutally honest. With yourself, with others. And you'll find the people who stay do so not because you're agreeable, but because you're authentic. 6. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Think low of yourself long enough and people will start agreeing with you. Think like a king, and the world eventually bows. This isn't arrogance, it's inner cultivation. If you walk into a room believing you don't deserve respect, people will feel it. Change your thoughts, change your posture, and watch the world respond differently. 7. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. That heartbreak? That betrayal? That moment you were overlooked, laughed at, left behind? Good. Because Stoicism teaches us that obstacles are not roadblocks, they are teachers. Turn your rejection into discipline, your pain into purpose. Let the very things meant to destroy your dignity become the fuel for your rise. 8. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. This one seems soft, but it's not. Gratitude is not weakness, it is strength under control. People respect those who don't complain, who don't sulk, who walk into every day with quiet courage. You command respect not by dominating others, but by mastering yourself. 9. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. You know what makes people listen? Presence. When you speak, act, love, do it like it matters. No half-hearted gestures, no lazy apologies, no passive choices. Show up fully, fiercely. Live like this is your last shot at showing the world who you really are, because it is. 10. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. You're not broken. You're not wounded. You're becoming. What you feel as disrespect may just be a call from the universe. To grow up. To let go. To finally understand that self-respect begins where victimhood ends. So now, go back to the beginning. Think of the one you loved. The one who may have doubted your worth. Now imagine facing them again. Not to plead, not to prove, but to simply stand in the fullness of who you've become. Wouldn't they look at you differently? Wouldn't you look at yourself differently? This isn't about revenge or proving anyone wrong. It's about finally proving yourself right. Because when you do this, when you live by these 10 ancient commands, you won't need to beg for respect anymore. It will follow you. Silently, powerfully, inevitably. Subscribe if you're ready to live like that. Like this video if your heart needed to hear this today, and share it with someone who's forgotten their worth. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.